More protests on campus as we're seeing students across the country speaking out on this issue.
Atlanta News First reporter Chelsea Bimeford joins us live from North Campus tonight. So Chelsea, what is happening out there right now? Good group behind you.
Yeah, those protesters, they're back here this afternoon in the same place that they were this morning. The University of Georgia says they fully support free speech, but this morning they also had to consider the safety and security of the campus. It's unclear at this hour if these protesters have obtained permission or whether or not they are allowed to be here.
There should not be charges against UGA students.
Protesters gathered outside the Athens-Clarke County Jail Monday after an on-campus demonstration ended in more than 24 arrests.
We're waiting for the people to be released right now.
The pro-Palestinian group is calling for UGA to divest from companies associated with the ongoing war in Gaza. Protesters built an encampment on UGA's old campus Monday morning, which the school says is against their policies. Those who didn't leave when warned were zip-tied and put into the back of a police van.
Peaceful protesting!
In a statement, UGA said in part that while the university is firmly committed to the First Amendment and its protections, they have the right to regulate the time, place, and manner that expressive activities occur. The school says protesters did not make a required reservation to be on campus and were blocking walkways and building entrances.
It's this mentality of like it's us versus them. And it's just very scary to think about.
Jewish students like Ron Sur say news spread quickly about the protests Monday morning. While he didn't receive any direct threats, Sur says there's been growing tensions on campus since the initial Hamas attack on October 7th. Since then, Israel has responded, also killing thousands of people in the Gaza Strip. Sur says he feels that it's difficult for students to have an open dialogue about the war.
I think we've been able to kind of step in the other side's shoes and be aware that Israel has done some things that aren't, up to 100% standard like we're used to seeing from the IDF and the Israel government. But they're not willing to have that conversation or that thought process of seeing the other side, even for a second.
And a key difference that we are seeing here this afternoon is protesters, they have not built an encampment, and it does not appear they are blocking any walkways or entrances into buildings. The University of Georgia, in their statement, also said that any staff or student that was arrested this morning may face further consequences from the university. Reporting live from UGA's campus, Chelsea Bimeford, Atlanta News First.